I need a bigger gun.
Again?
Well, I have a report on my desk states that a dangerous bandit guy with multiple warrants out for his arrest is in town, and I kind of thought it'd be awesome to have a really big gun.
I'll need a bit more of a stronger argument to tear me from this fine cocaine beverage.
How else do we deal with any trouble around here? Guns are the best.
Ugh. You call one singular lone-accompanied bandit trouble?
According to the arrest warrants, he's made of trouble. Also, his middle name is Trouble, and his horse is named Danger Horse.
Holy hell! That horse sounds terrifying. You know, I really respect their raw animalistic majesty.
We're both on team respecting horses without a doubt. But Danger Horse isn't our only problem. I have another report on my desk says a pack of starving feral bears have been wandering into town past few days. I'm pretty sure many townsfolk are missing. But if I'm going to be dealing with some crazy bears and a Danger Horse, then you best be knowing I want to go out there looking incredible. What if we made some sort of gun hat for the horses? Could we train the horse to shoot the guns with some sort of harness it bites down on or something?
Now, this may be the cocaine drink talking. But these are all amazing ideas.
Okay, so make a working prototype for this horse gun. I'm gonna need a horse.
Check the wild, unpredictable horse. We should definitely use him as the test case.
But he's wild and unpredictable. Shouldn't we try a more regular calm horse first?
If the most difficult test passes, we'll know this idea is solid.
Okay. Next, we need some pistols.
Check.
Some rope and a harness to hold everything together.
Check and check.
Whiskey to calm my nerves.
Check.
Whiskey to calm the horse's nerves.
Of course.
All right, I'll get to work.
Wait, how are you gonna pull this off?
I usually just figure it out in the moment. The guns help.
You young kids, you only know how to solve problems with guns. Have you ever thought of a different approach?
Like what?
Well, listening to my whiskey talk to me, it's telling me that you should fight fire with fire.
So, fight guns with guns?
No, I'm talking about turning the bears against Danger Horse and the bandit.
I'm not so great at wrangling wild animals.
What I mean is that, according to the laws of honor, the confrontation should be man versus man and horse versus horse, just like God intended it.
Maybe I could split up and coordinate with a more normal horse, but Check is like working with a wild animal. He definitely needs supervision. I doubt he has any motivation to fight crime. All he cares about are sugar cubes. We don't even have a lot of sugar left to keep him calm. If that horse goes rogue, then we have 2 Danger Horses.
Damn it, Jim, I have a lot of things to take care of, and you know dealing with the sugar blockade is at the top. Take Jimbo with you. Make it work. Try to be back before high noon. I have to get back to dealing with the backlog of paperwork. Eunice, these cookies are so good. How did you make these in our sugar drought?
I learned from my mother. She could make a tasty loaf of bread from tumbleweed. It was popular all across town.
I'm sensing some molasses notes, earthy but sweet. Some toasted nuts, perhaps? What's in these?
They're manure cookies, dear. I've hit a roadblock and sent him some new land deeds to the federal government.
What? I handle those myself.
Did you remember? Using some of those forms as a canvas to draw a very tasteful nude where you were lounging with well-endowed women on a bed of golden silk?
That was not supposed to be in those files.
It's very well done, and I'll be sure to get a frame for it, dear. The issue is, however, that the land deed forms, while now extremely beautiful works of art, have been rendered useless. We are all now out of the blank official government paper to write the land deeds on.
Look, the locally produced paper don't treat my watercolors nicely like the government paper. Can we fake it using our locally produced paper?
Well, you know the deal. Official practice is that each paper must be personally kissed by our wonderful, inspiring leader at a central facility before it can be shipped out to state level in order to be considered legal.
I'll counterfeit that kiss seal. I have pretty vivacious lips. These lips can tell a lie.
Okay. Can you please kiss 10 pages for me so I can process some of these land claims?
Let me moisturize my lips with some whiskey first, and I'll send some right over.
Thanks, sugar. No rush.
It's almost high noon and I have a report here says the piano player in the saloon's escaped.
Escaped?
Once we found out he graduated from the most prestigious musical university, we purchased his student debt and then shackled him to the piano in the saloon to play it off.
Well, how did he escape?
It don't say. My gut feeling tells me he played some kind of black magic song to sweet-talk those chains right off him.
You know, that don't sound crazy at all. We do know that when we rearrange chemicals and elixirs, we can create different compounds that defy logic and common sense. This is not in the realm of magic. This is science. It is very possible that this man knows the correct sequences of vibrations needed to unlock the shackles.
He was playing some highly unusual music.
Wait, so you were a witness?
I wouldn't say a witness.
Were you at the saloon at the time?
When am I not there? It's like my second home.
On shift?
You know as well as I do that the most crimes happen in the saloon or by the saloon.
Okay, so is there a replacement? Because we're not going to solve this case before high noon. And when I'm having my lunch and whiskey, don't want dead air. Surely, we must have more than one musician worth their salt in this town.
I wish. For some reason, this harsh, unforgiving, and cruel wilderness that we inhabit seems to be unsuccessful at attracting any artists worth their salt. I just can't believe that this fragile and frankly arrogant attempt at civilization that we've created out here hasn't attracted more than one artist.
Now, have we ever tried creating the conditions for artists to be happy? Wouldn't that attract them in our town?
How does music sound good without suffering? Doesn't great art come from a struggle? You've heard music that is happy. It's fucking sad. It's a paradox. If any man wants to play piano out of pure joy of creativity, how are they going to connect with the sad and destitute history of our land and our people?
Maybe initially, the music will sound happy and horrible. But if we give it time, we could see the birth of genres that we didn't even know exist. Hell, just yesterday we learned of 5 new species of lizards right outside these very walls.
What kind of arrogant do you gotta be to think people want to hear more than one kind of music?
Now let's not degenerate into ragtime subgenre arguments again. I don't want dead air. Let's just pick someone with nice looking hands and put them on the piano at gunpoint.
Yes, sir. I'll grab some cocaine tonic, several townsfolk, and hold some impromptu auditions right now. I can be a judge, you can be a judge, and I'll see you there shortly. Dangerous spread, guys. Seize the whole hooch caravan. The town's gonna be dry in hours.
Emergency whiskey meeting. Everybody drop what you're doing right now. Everything we have been dealing with up until this point is completely irrelevant.
Well, what about our quarterly federal reports?
Those reports can go fuck themselves 4 times a year. We have to deal with real life problems here. Look, whiskey is called a spirit because it actually contains spirits. And if we don't get those spirits, then someone else will have that ghost magic to wield. And we can't deal with sorcery on a limited budget. We barely have 10 guns per man. If the whiskey don't flow, the very fabric of our society will rip apart from every seam. We must band together now, more than ever before, to unite against a common enemy, necromancy, and those who take our whiskey away from us. Everybody, grab some cocaine chewing gum and as many guns as you have limbs. We must overcome the fear of otherworldly death magic and take back what is ours. Let's go get our whiskey!